Hello YouTube, welcome back to another YouTube video on my channel. Welcome back to the Vacuum Collector 2024 vacuuming channel. Today I have a treat in for you guys. I'm going to be showcasing once again my favorite vacuum cleaner. Now this is an in-depth review on this vacuum cleaner. This has been my latest thrift store find, and it's looking a bit dusty. I've been using it daily, but whenever I'm at work, it just gets to sit. So I've been using it every day. Now, last night I made a mess. I was cleaning my brother's fan, dirty fan, space fan, whatever you guys want to call it, and yeah, a lot of things came off of that, along with I was cleaning the family's air purifier, which for some strange reason my brother, nephew came to visit. He decided to throw a bag of confetti into the exhaust, into the filter off of the air purifier. So we do have a lot of confetti, like a lot. Like, look at the rugs. They're pretty freaking, they're everywhere actually. And this rug is super dirty. Now this is a Kenmore Progressive 12 amp vacuum cleaner, direct drive, as you guys see. This has been my daily vacuum cleaner for God knows how long. Yes, I still have not sold that thing right there. It's uploaded to Facebook Marketplace, $30. Yes, I hate that vacuum cleaner. I don't have any heart for it. Anyways, returning back to the Kenmore Progressive. The Kenmore Progressive has actually, has changed my mind. A lot of people say a lot of bad things about these vacuum cleaners. In my opinion, they're not bad vacuum cleaners. They are not bad at all. Like, they are amazing vacuum cleaners. And you guys are gonna probably be asking, why are they such great vacuum cleaners? Well, multiple things. One, you don't have to worry on replacing belts. Second, the filtration and airflow with a proper HEPA bag on it, it's insane. The airflow is nothing compared to what I have in my collection. Like, not even the Clean View has that much airflow like the Kenmore Progressive that we got right here. This vacuum cleaner is amazing. Not even the Whirlwind has has an airflow to compare to the Kenmore Progressive. Now, it's amazing. It has a bare floor. It has a bare floor mode where you could shut off the brush roller. Now, there's a story behind these vacuum cleaners. A lot of people call these the Panasonic America-made Kenmores, and a lot of people don't know why they are Panasonic made. That's because Panasonic had already developed a technology back in 98, 99, which was a direct drive technology, which it was like getting rid of the hassle to replace a belt and freaking pull the brush roller with a lot of force. So Panasonic actually came with this idea, which they actually called it differently from what Kenmore actually called it. Now, Kenmore called it direct drive, which, as you see right there, and as you see right there, Panasonic, I think, calls it beltless. Just beltless. Like, as is, beltless. Believe it or not. Now, why did Panasonic came with this technology? Because a lot of vacuum cleaners were actually pretty standard back in the day. You had Phantom, which it was like a $600, $300, $400 vacuum cleaner. Some stores, they were all having to replace the belt. You had to replace the belt in any of those vacuum cleaners, even Eureka's, even Bissels, even you name it, even Bissels that had a powered nozzle like the liftoff, you still had to replace the belt. So Panasonic said, how about this? To attract more customers, let's create a way of actually developing a beltless system, a system that will actually induce users on not having to spend on replacement belts. And the idea actually came out great. They designed a brush roller that was actually big enough to actually hold a motor in the middle. Now that motor actually has bearings around it. So it's basically like a enclosed brush roller, like a normal wooden brush roller, except it's made out of plastic, so you have the guarantee that it will never warp. What came out after that? Well, let me just recline the vacuum cleaner here. Is that. That's what came out. This is your direct drive brush roller, and I call it direct drive, and it is because that's how it's called in Kenmore language, direct drive. So you have on this side, let me just twist the camera, on this side you have a motor that sticks out, and then that motor, what does, it has two cables. So I'm gonna take this vacuum cleaner apart because it's super easy to take apart to get to the direct drive system. Although I don't know if I should do it in this video. I think I'm gonna later explain it a little bit better with this. Now, one of the downsides is that if you're not paying attention to what you vacuum, or if your brush roller actually gets a lot of strings, a lot of carpet fibers wound up in the brush roller, that will actually cause it to prematurely war the carbons inside of the motors, because that actually throws it off of balance. Now, this brush roller, as you guys see, it's in amazing shape. The bristles are pretty stiff, still pretty stiff. As you guys see, it has a little bit of dust on the bristles, a lot of it, but as you can see, we got a little bit of dust on this direct drive unit, but nothing to be worried about. This vacuum cleaner gets used. I don't mind using it because, you know, a lot of people are scared to use these vacuum cleaners, or a lot of collectors are just like never get in contact with the direct drive system. And I'm here to tell you, if you know, you know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you buy one that's in decent condition, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. They are vacuum cleaners that, if you know how to take care of them, they could outlast any brush roller that's in any upright vacuum cleaner that you have. And I'm here to tell you, the Whirlwind needs a new brush roller because the brush roller is warped on it. Because it's not wooden, it's a plastic brush roller. So it's a wooden brush roller on the Whirlwind. So it warped. One thing with plastic brush rollers is that they have a tendency to actually support heat cycles a lot better than what your normal wooden brush roller would do. So if a wooden brush roller gets warped, what it does, that actually sends a lot of vibration, because one, for an example, we got here your brush roller, like your new brush roller, right? And as the brush roller starts to warp, it actually starts to do this. So one end is spinning normally, and if you combine that, this one is going to actually do this, spin wider, instead of spinning closely, like this. Instead of them spinning together as one whole unit, one is going to actually start to spin wider than the other one, and that's going to actually cause vibration in the vacuum cleaner, causing, I don't know, rattles in especially in the plastics, rattles, it sounds like the vacuum cleaner is about to come apart, when in reality it's not. It's just the brush roller screaming for help. Why? Because, the heat cycles and everything like that, especially if you've been getting the brush roller wet and then letting it dry and getting it wet and stuff like that. Everything introduces to, that's why you see modern vacuum cleaners like the Kenmore plastic brush roller, the Cleanview plastic brush roller, the Wind Tunnel 3-Pet Pro plastic brush roller, the Advanced Spectrum that's right behind there also has a plastic brush roller, and even some older vacuum cleaners also pack the plastic brush roller because they are known for actually handling far more good heat cycles. Heat cycles are what destroys vacuum cleaners. Not only heat cycles, also running your vacuum cleaner without a pre-motor filter, no matter how little you run it, is going to ruin permanently your motor. Now, returning back to this vacuum cleaner, Kenmore actually offered this. Now, I've never seen an infomercial about this vacuum cleaner. I want to see an infomercial of this vacuum cleaner. I've seen infomercials on this vacuum cleaner before, but that's the one that doesn't have the direct drive system on it. That's the one that has the beltless system on it. The belt system, not the beltless. I want to see an infomercial about this vacuum cleaner. So if any of you guys have an infomercial or a videotape or a VHS with the recorded infomercial of this exact model vacuum cleaner, I'm going to leave you guys my personal email on the description box below. I want to see that, and I want to see what actually Kenmore was advertising. Was it just the direct drive? Was it like, forget about having to replace your belts? This vacuum cleaner, the Kenmore Progressive, packs an exclusive direct drive technology. I think it was something around those lines. An exclusive direct drive technology, which eliminates the needs of buying replacement belts because it has a motor inside of the brush roller. So, I'm such a geeky with this vacuum cleaner, and a lot of you guys don't actually understand why am I so geeky about this vacuum cleaner. That's because my auntie had one of this. Now, it wasn't exactly in the purple color. It was one that was the navy blue, which it was a direct drive with a navy blue, and then one day the direct drive brush roller just stopped. It randomly stopped, and my uncle actually attempted to do a belt replacement. Yeah, go figure. You had a lot of things, and he eventually took it to a vacuum cleaner repair shop because he took it apart and then he didn't know how to put it back together properly. So they took it to a vacuum repair shop and they quoted them for a new direct drive system. God knows why the direct drive system died on that vacuum cleaner. This one has exclusive features like dirt sensor. One turns red, the other one turns green, or this one is red and this one is green. So it switches from green to red. You got the electronic back hose check, which this one turns orange whenever there's like a clog, or whenever the bag is full, or whenever there's not enough airflow in the vacuum cleaner. Not only that, you have HEPA filtration. You got here your you got right here your HEPA exhaust filter, which it doesn't look all that dusty, but it has amazing suction on this. It has amazing airflow on this filter, so it doesn't need a new filter. You got that. And then you got inside of here, some people tend to use paper bags. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. I don't know why. They're probably the ice cream guy is going by. So sorry for the racket with my dogs. They go crazy whenever they hear the ice cream guy. Now here you find your HEPA bags, some people tend to use paper bags with these vacuum cleaners. And what paper bags does to these vacuum cleaners is that it destroys them permanently, to the point where, you know, you don't even have the ability to repair them. Then right here, below here, you got another filter. You got another filter that sits right there, and that's your whole entire filtration system. Now, I've seen vacuum cleaners like these that get used with paper bags, and all of this gets super dusty. Now, that's not dusty, that's just foggy, so that's not dust. And this is just, you know, water spots from when I washed this whole unit, because this vacuum cleaner was being used without a filtering bag. So I had to come in here and I had to wash everything down. Then you got right here where your exhaust filter flows, which we do have a little bit of dust. A little bit, but not that much. Now, there is where your exhaust airflow comes out right here, and this is the same system. This is the same cover, if I mistake, that my Panasonic has. I have that Panasonic sitting outside because it needs new new carbon brushes. So that vacuum cleaner is actually gone. Is actually destroyed. Not destroyed beyond repair, but it's something that I don't want to do. I don't think I can get carbon brushes for that Panasonic, because it's a pretty old vacuum cleaner. Now, this vacuum cleaner actually has a lot of technology, and I'm going to move it so we can actually see right here on this side. I'm going to turn it to this side, and you guys are going to probably be able to see something there that sticks out. What is this right here? That white stuff is actually a switch that cuts off the power to the direct drive system. So no matter if you have the vacuum cleaner reclined, if the hose for some reason pops out of place from there, the brush roller shuts off, and with that, the headlight bulb also shuts off. But the main motor still has power, which it's insane how everything works. So you have this switch right here, then you have another switch on this side that actually gets triggered when you put the vacuum cleaner in the upright position. Then you have over here, if I mistake, then you have right here your normal switch, which it's off and on. If you do this, and if you recline the vacuum cleaner, it's not going to power the brush roller. Why? Because it's in bare floor. So, and it says floor selector. So when you go to bare floor, you do that, and you put the freaking carpet height adjustment in the lowest setting. And then you got right here your overload protector reset. This is whenever you're using the vacuum cleaner in a thunderstorm, or whenever there is like a power surge or something like that, that's what will protect the whole direct drive unit from being fried. Then all you have to do is click it, and that will reset, and that will basically make the direct drive actually work again. Now, with the bag hose check, behind this cover, this plastic cover, you have what's your dirt sensor logic board. Now, the dirt sensor, how it works is that inside here, and I'm not going to remove the bag because it's a pain in the A to actually, or I'm going to try to remove the bag because it's always a pain in the A to remove this bag. But you never know. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm going to remove the bag. And this is just for purposes. You got inside of there, I don't know if you guys see, you got right in there, right in the middle of the screen. You got right there, right over there, straight away. You got a dirt sensor optic, and then up top, you got another one. So those in conjunction, that's what actually is your your dirt sensor logic board. So those sensors, whenever they detect, it's like optic sensors, because they detect anything that passes through them. So if a debris passes through them, that sends a signal towards here. Now, how your back hose check works is that it has a small hose that is connected into the inner part of this bag assembly, somewhere over there. It's like a little incy wincy tiny hose that actually detects whenever there is like a restricted airflow or whenever there is no airflow at all. That sends a signal, what triggers the light to come on. This light, the electronic back hose check. So I don't know how a lot of people actually manage to run these vacuum cleaners clogged, because it's literally telling you here, electronic bag hose check. So still, you find these vacuum cleaners about to be thrown away on the side of the road, or over by the trash bin, because over a simple clog, something that even the vacuum tells you, and it screams because it has a bypass valve on the back of the vacuum cleaner. Now I'm gonna actually move this vacuum cleaner, and as you can see, you got right there your bypass valve. That bypass valve is a suction relief valve. What that does is, whenever you clog the vacuum cleaner, that actually allows the vacuum cleaner to continue breathing despite being clogged. That what allows the consumer is to actually use paper bags until they're full to the brim, because this is what protects the motor against any sort of damage that happens to it. You got right here your rating sticker, which I'm going to get you close to here. As you guys see right there, that's the rating sticker. It's a 12 amp. It's a 2000 model made. And as you guys see, the attachments are almost brand new. Like yeah. And the only thing that's missing is the extension wand. But I have an extension wand that goes to one of these vacuum cleaners, and I have it in the Panasonic. It's just the Panasonic sitting over in the shed. Without further ado, let's actually get started with this vacuum cleaner. I'm going to put the tripod over here, and I'm going to actually recline it and twist it so that way you guys can actually see what this vacuum cleaner is doing. I'm going to leave you guys over there. Hopefully you guys don't fall down. If you guys fall down, I apologize, but I'm attempting to do this in one go. So we're going to actually run this vacuum cleaner on. But it did it. It did not do its thing. So what this vacuum cleaner normally does is that it actually sounds off balance when I first started, but I don't know why I didn't bother on doing it today. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to be moving the tripod again somewhere else, this time to my other table that we got right here, because we're going to be now vacuuming this side of the carpet. Sorry for the racket. I'm going to actually be putting it right around there. Oh, my tweezers are in place. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this vacuum cleaner to the other side and give it a Okay, so as you guys see, all the lights on this vacuum cleaner actually work. All of them. All of them. You got the bag check indicator. You also saw the dirt sensor turn red over there. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hitting this side of the rug because this vacuum cleaner actually does a phenomenal job cleaning my rugs. Not only, not only grooming them. Like, look at the groom. Look at the groom. And you see, this rug did not look like that before. Now, the bag, let's take a look how much full it is. I'm thinking a lot more. Because, a lot of dust loves to collect in this carpet. A lot of dust. So, what we're going to be doing next is I'm going to actually be slapping the bag door back in. Now we're going to return to this rug, but first I need to move the chair from there. So I'm going to pause the video. Okay, sorry. Something happened with my phone where it deleted the storage when I vacuumed this rug. It deleted the video that I recorded when I vacuumed this rug, and I did not know. So this is the continuation of that. This is a vacuum cleaner that was being made on 95. It was made in conjunction with Panasonic and Kenmore. Kenmore actually bought the technology, the direct drive technology, and renamed it to something that, Panasonic was not like receiving their credit for. Obviously, they had a contract and everything like that. There is a red variant of this exact vacuum cleaner. It's progressive, except the red variant has a fingertip control. It has a set of buttons in here instead of a toggle. So you have off, you have carpet, you have floor, you have suction, high, low, mid, like a power control. You also have a soft start motor, which this one does not have a soft start motor. It has a harsh start motor. You also have the brush roller controller in the red one. Instead of being here, it's actually here in the power control. So you just have a blank square right there. You also have the overload protector. That one still is right there. There was also a black variant of this exact vacuum cleaner that was also, except the only difference is that the black variant had a electrified stretch hose, which this one does not have an electrified stretch hose. The red one has a HandyMate Junior sitting on the back. This one was also optional, equipped with a HandyMate Junior. And the black one, since the black one has actually a electrified stretch hose, it has a powered HandyMate Junior sitting over here. So this vacuum cleaner was made in 2002, which marks it as one of the newest Kenmore progressives I've seen and I have encountered, so I'm thankful for it. Now, if you guys want to see how this vacuum cleaner is going to do on this rug, I'm going to just do something that's totally nuts. So I have here a lot of dust sitting in the Hoover wind tunnel twin chamber. So we're going to open that. Holy crap. Ah! Everything came out. Everything came out. Well, oh, dude, I don't want to breathe none of that. Look at all that. Wow, that was packed in the Hoover wind tunnel. So, and this mess test is being done purposely, intentionally, to see how the Kenmore can actually do or handle all that. Okay, I think that should be enough. So now let me just slap this into the wind tunnel. There you go. Now let me just slap the door, the compartment, the door, the bag compartment, or the dust cover compartment. into place like that, and let's just throw that thing into there, cap it off, and start spreading some of this into there. Holy God. Let's see how much this will actually fill the dust cup, the bag in the Kenmore Progressive. So, I'm going to put you guys up top of the desktop, probably around over there, because I don't think I can place you guys anywhere else. Let's see, right around there. I'm gonna just put it like a little bit more up top, right around there should be enough. Now let's grab the victim of the torture test, which is the Kenmore Progressive Direct Drive, and here we go. So, you guys tell me. Yeah, we got a little bit over there, but I didn't went over there on that side, and I think that this thing actually did amazing, except this, which we got right here. We got a lot of hairs, but that's because the fan is on the way, and I need to go over there a little bit more. Let's check the hose for suction. We still have plenty of suction. This is a solder of the vacuum. So I'm gonna actually place the tripod. Oh God! Where can I grab? How can I do this? I'm one-handed. Right over there. Oh, you guys heard that? There is the off-balance noise. Ha! I told you, this vacuum cleaner is gonna definitely sooner than ever going to need a refurb. Now, let me just take a look at where is the bag filled at? Up to here. So we still got a lot to go. I wanted to get rid of this bag, but look at I think it's filled out. Holy, we got a lot of dust over here on this side too, but over here is actually empty. I think so. Let me take the bag out and check to see. Oh yeah, it's almost full. I think it's still got a couple more weeks of use out of it, but it's almost full. Almost. Not exactly there, but about to get there. So yeah, I think that's for that bag. But I mean, like, it cleaned amazing, despite the fact that the brush roller actually got some. Let me just rub this vacuum cleaner nicely because I don't want to damage it. Some things wrapped around it, some hair strings. Holy crap. Yeah, I can see this. Some hair strings wrapped around it. You know, nothing what to be worried about. Get over here, some of that too. So yeah, it's just normal stuff, you know, normal carpet stuff. But that's what, you know, that's why I'm a bit scared. Not scared, but worried about for this vacuum cleaner, because it's starting to actually sound like it's getting more off of balance. Now, I don't want this vacuum cleaner to actually get destroyed because it's being ran off of balance, but I don't think so. It's just starting, so probably some dust got into it, or I don't know what exactly could that be, you know. Yeah, because that's the main motor, because whenever you actually put this vacuum cleaner, lock this vacuum in the upright position, it actually turns off the brush roller, so it's not the brush roller. Now, in regards of exhaust filter debris, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the exhaust filter, because I want to know how this vacuum cleaner actually did. So we're gonna actually pull this, let it rest right over there. Let's check. Got no dust. Just a tad bit, but not that much. Like normal to what a HEPA bag would do. You know, normal stuff. Some fine particles. So yeah, actually we do not have all that many things that went through the filter, so that's good. You see the torture test of this vacuum. Oh god, the bag is almost full, like almost full. I don't know how it still has airflow, but it just goes to show how great HEPA bags are, like how good they are in regards of, you know, maintaining airflow despite the bag, you know, being completely full. So I'm going to move the vacuum cleaner towards this side so I can actually move the chair back into its place. So yeah, leave a like, comment, share your thoughts on this vacuum cleaner. Now, if you have an infomercial regarding this exact vacuum, like this exact, reach out to me. I'm going to leave you my my Gmail address on the description box below, so that way you could actually reach out to me and we could figure out what that infomercial is, because I want to find out how did Kenmore advertise these vacuum cleaners. So leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you enjoy the video, share it with your friends. Also follow me on my Instagram page. I created an Instagram profile where I'm going to be uploading any sort of content related to new vacuum cleaners. Like if I get a new vacuum cleaner in the collection, it's first going into Instagram. If this vacuum cleaner ends up needing a refurb, it's going to go in Instagram, and then I'm going to be uploading a video into into my YouTube channel. So leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and families if you have any memories with this vacuum cleaner. Now, I have a big memory and a soft spot for Kenmore's because my auntie had one. Not exactly this color, but it was one that was actually a navy blue. It was actually a navy blue color. So it's, and then one day the brush roller, the direct drive brush roller, because it was also one that had the direct drive. One day the direct drive brush roller just quit. It just quit it. So my uncle actually attempted to do a belt replacement, and he took it apart, but then he did not know how to put it back together, so he had to take it to a vacuum shop, and along with the screws and everything that he had taken out. And then he got told that it needed a new direct drive unit, so he ended up not repairing it, so he just freaking like let that vacuum cleaner go. He paid for the diagnosis of the vacuum repair shop, but then he just basically threw the vacuum cleaner away. And ever since then, I have not seen one of these in navy blue. It's like Pacific blue, something like that, like navy blue, sort of the bluish that's right over here. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you have a memory, or if you have the infomercial, reach out to me. If you have a vacuum cleaner that you're willing to sell, like a progressive in red or something like that, feel free to reach out to me. Also, I've been looking for a red one, a vacuum cleaner in like this one but in red color, or if you have a black one with the electrified hose, also reach out to me. I might be interested on acquiring, depending on what's the pricing and everything like that. Can make a deal or not, you know. Share, like if you would like to see a versus in between this vacuum cleaner, or comment versus between the Whirlwind Limited Plus and the Kenmore Progressive Direct Drive. I'm more than happy to bring any suggestion into the channel, any suggestion that you guys have regarding the vacuums. I'm more than happy and more than glad to bring it, to attend it. So yes, leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. and hope to see you all very soon in the next one. Peace.